must have read capital letters as well as small letters of English alphabet in your school days. So in this video, I am going to discuss what are capital letters, when should capital letters be used, where can we use capital letters, and why is it important to know about capital letters. So this video is for young kids, young children, students and adults who have just started learning English as a second language, because they need to know about when to and where to use capital letters in their writing. So make sure you watch this video till the end to make the most of this video. So without making further ado, let's get started. Now, first question is, what are capital letters? So as we know, there are 26 letters of English alphabet in English language, and each letter of English alphabet can be written in capital letters as well as small letters. So sometimes we call capital letter as big letter or uppercase letter. So this is all about capital letter because we use these letters in our writing. Now the next question is, when should capital letters be used? Capital letters should be used for particular situations. For better understanding of those situations, so let's learn some basic rules, or you can say some basic point. First point is, we should use a capital letter for the personal pronoun I. We should use capital letter to begin a sentence or to begin a speech. For example, the man arrived, he sat down, and so on. Third point is, we should use capital letters for many abbreviations and acronyms. For example, GMT or GMT, which stands for Greenwich Mean Time. Next point is, we should use a capital letter for days of the week, months of the year and holidays. For example, Monday, Tuesday, January, February and so on. We should use a capital letter for countries, languages and nationalities, religions like China, France, Japanese, English and so on. Next point is, we should use a capital letter for people's name and titles like Anthony, Ram, William Shakespeare, Professor Jones, Dr. Smith and so on. Next point is, we should use a capital letter for trademarks and names of companies and other organizations like Pepsi Cola, Walkman, Microsoft Corporation, Toyota. Now next point is, we should use a capital letter for places and monuments. For example, London, Paris, the Latin Quarter, Oxford Street, Fifth Avenue, Jupiter, Mars, so on. Now next point is, we should use a capital letter for names of vehicles like ships, trains and spacecraft. For example, the Titanic, the Orient Express, the Flying Scotsman. Now next point is, we should use a capital letter for titles of books, poems, songs, plays, films, etc. For example, War and Peace, If Futility, Like a Virgin. So these are some basic points. We should remember these points before using capital letters. So now next question is, where can we use capital letters? So capital letters can be used in our writing. We can use capital letters when we want to convey our thoughts, messages, ideas in written form. We also use capital letters when we want to send messages using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp or YouTube. And when we want to send emails to our friend, colleague or some organization. So these are some areas where we can use capital letters. Yeah, we should follow certain rules before writing capital letters. Now, why is it important to know about capital letters? If we have proper knowledge of capital letters, then we can make our writing more clear to read and understand. The knowledge of capital letters makes us more professional and ensures that we follow certain English grammar rule in our writing. So this is all about capital letters, and I hope you have got it. And if you know something about capital letters other than these points, you can write in comment section. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep practicing English. Bye bye.